Sometimes you pick a coffee cherry and the inside looks like this. Other times it looks like this, or this, or this.
Now the cause of this damage is none other than the biggest little pest in coffee history, the coffee borer beetle, widely known through Latin America as the broca, or scientifically. This little beetle is only 1.2 to 2 millimeters long, though barely even visible, but the damage that it causes is huge. It affects millions of producers all over the world. The only reason you probably haven't heard of it is because nobody wants you to.
I mean, did you really want to know that may have once lived in your coffee?
It is said to have originated in Africa, where it was first discovered in the early 1900s. Then it was found in Brazil in the 1920s and subsequently has made its way around the world. The most recent victim, unfortunately, has been Puerto Rico, who got it just 2 years ago, probably from our closest neighbor, the Dominican. Now, the only coffee growing region I'm aware of that it hasn't affected is Hawaii. Now, caffeine is normally a deterrent for insects, so it's pretty amazing that this little guy isn't phased at all. In fact, up to 150 broca can live inside one cherry. Let me show you how this happens.
It eats through the top of the cherry and bores a hole into the interior where it lives and eats and reproduces. It can live and feed on other plants, but only reproduces in coffee. Each female lays between 30 and 120 eggs. After the eggs hatch, the larva does most of the damage by eating away at the bean. This is how it might look after the bean has been processed. Sometimes the hole is very small, and sometimes it's very obvious. But unless you spot it, you won't know that the inside has been eaten out. If they aren't inspected by hand and removed, they will end up in the final product.
So here we have it, some final product, roasted coffee. And I'm just going to look and see if I can find any broca damage. Sure enough, got a little hole there. The broca has once again escaped the human eye. Found another. And yet another. And there's one final hole for your viewing pleasure. So that's all I could find. 4 out of all this isn't too bad. Now, if you're one of those people that buys their beans whole, like me, and you decide to inspect them just for fun, and you come across a little hole, well, I hope you'll think of me. In my next episode, I'll be showing you what I've learned about how to control this problem. Please email me if you have any questions about this topic. I really love talking about it for some sick reason. I hope I haven't grossed anyone out too much, and I'll see you next time.